Portfolio update. So we're currently recording this on Saturday, the 1st of February. So it's right like on schedule to the start of the new month. So this is what my portfolio was looking at last month. So this is across my two accounts. So I do have a stocks and shares ISA, and I also have a general investing account, as I do max out my stocks and shares ISA every single year. So I know there's a couple of questions like, oh, it's like saw the video about the general investing account. Oh, why don't you have an ISA? I do have an ISA. I have both, but let's max out my ISA, so I also have a general investment account as well. So last month, for the final month of December, which I showed you at the beginning of January, my portfolio was sitting at $183,000, 70% gain over the 4 years I'd been investing. I only own Tesla stock in my portfolio, so yeah, it's very 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 simple. And yeah, for the month of December, I didn't really buy too many shares, bought 4.5 shares for the month of December. And if you see my portfolio graph over time, we had a massive shoot up following Tesla stock's massive increase. So if we go into January 2025, I decided to change it up, and I'm now splitting it, what my shares my ISA are and what my shares my general investment account, to make it easier for you to follow, considering I am making separate videos now on my general investment account and my ISA, just to update you through the month, like with changes, with new buys, what's happening. So my ISA, is pretty much unchanged. $382 382 shares of Tesla. An average cost of $250.98. And now the current price, as time of recording this, is $404.60. Or is it still pence? Oh no, cents. It's cents. Sorry, I mean I'm British. I'm not used to dollars as much, but I'm doing this for my American audience as well. I will have a conversion over for my British audience as well. So yeah, it's just easier to do because Tesla's in dollars, so it's easier to follow in dollars. So that for my ISA is now sitting at $154,000, while I put in $95,000. So it's up 61.21%. For my general investment account, I've got a little bit of a lower cost basis when I was investing, throughout 2023 and 2024. But since then, Tesla stock shot up and I've continued to buy. That's massively increased my average. So if you saw in previous just general investment account videos that I've done, that return had been near 100%. But now, because I've just put a lot more, especially this month, because my ISA has been maxed, every single money I've put in this month is just going to be straight into the general investment account. So, and at these high prices, is lowered down my return, as it's increased my average price nearly to the same as what my ISA is. So I'm now sitting at 89 shares in my general invested account. I've put in $22,000, and now that is a total value of $36,000. Overall, for the portfolio, we have 471 Tesla shares, nearly at the 500. I know I've had a lot of people in the comments saying diversify, but I really want to get to that 500 share mark. And if you guys saw one of my earlier videos, I did buy some Nvidia on the dip, but then it rebounded and I did sell it. I did sell it very quickly afterwards. So yeah, I don't recommend you guys doing trades like that, but I was like, okay, yeah, it's going to come back down, and it did. So I did, make like 5% on it. So I made like £10, only put £200 in. So yeah, it's really nothing in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, I do not recommend you guys trade. Hold for long term. That's what I've been doing with Tesla. It's just that money was just like redeployed into Tesla, because I sold it after the earnings call with Tesla, and I was like, damn, all of this bullish stuff that they're talking about with like robo taxis, full self driving. I need to quickly get to my 500 goal. Get to my 500 goal. So yeah. Anyway, so for total, because it's weighted between the average prices, between the amount of shares, it's not directly in the middle. It's closer towards the ISA number because there's more shares, so it's a heavier weighted. So overall, 471 Teslas, at an average cost of $250.48, at current price of $404.60. That gives me a current portfolio value across both of my accounts of $190,000, or for us Brits, £153,000 with £95,000 invested. So, if we go into what my graph is looking like, as you guys can see, the little difference at the end is what the increase we've seen for last month. Obviously, it's not as big as an increase that we had in December. Well, this is the month of January. We're in February. It's not as big as an increase as the month of December. but yeah, well, month of November and December, that big shoot up is November and December. So yeah, not as big of an increase. And the only reason really why it's still going up is because I've put in a lot of money in this month, as we'll go to now. So for my buys of the month of January, as you can see, overall I bought 17.5 shares. So yeah, that's a lot with an average price of $408.30. That's basically where we're at now. I'm actually negative 0.91% on my purchases this month. An average cost, total cost of just over $7,000. Now, a lot of people will be saying, "How the hell have you managed to put in $7,000 in 1 month?" Yeah, I know. And when I was actually doing the calculations, for it, and I was like, "Wow!" Like I was just kind of mind blown. Like I didn't think it was that much, but the reason why, I work a job. I get about £2,500 a month from that, and obviously and I've also had back pay because I was underpaid last year, so that was another like £2,200. And then I had my student loan, like maintenance loan, come in. So I was over, it was like £5,500 or something like that, and it increased, that was over $7,000. So I did, and I did invest pretty much all of that into Tesla stock this month. So that kind of explains it. I know not everyone can be in as lucky of a situation I am. I pretty much have no bills. I'm still living at home. So all of the income I get is just going straight into stocks. So although we haven't seen that much of an increase in stock price from the month of December, if you look at the month of December, it was at, when I recorded this video, it was at $403.84. That was actually a better return then, because my cost basis was a lot lower, because as you can see, the cost last month was $236, and because I've been buying 17.5 shares at 408, it brought up my average. So now my average is 250, which brought down my my return. So yeah, that is this month's portfolio update, and it's been a big one. I'm getting closer and closer to the 500 share goal, and after that, then I will be looking at other stuff. And I did own some Nvidia, but then I did sell it because I just was so bullish on Tesla that I was like, and I was up like 5%, so I didn't really mind, and and it was such a small amount of money. It was like £200, so it was kind of inconsequential. So I just transferred that over and sold it, and now this is what my portfolio is looking like now. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, and share with your friends if they might enjoy it. It really does help out the channel. Anyway, guys, that's it for me for today, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.